Okay, so I've gone shopping and I've typed in all of my prices. Something that might look a little funny here is this. What I did is I typed in 0 and I hit enter and it kind of shows nothing here. And the reason I typed in 0 is I'm going to get my dog free from the pound. You can't type in free though. Do not type in free because later when we do our formulas, it will not work. So make sure you put in 0 if you're doing that. But here we go. I have all my prices. I went on Walmart.com and went shopping. Next, we're going to type in our quantity. Now, I get that most of the time it's going to be one bed, one alarm clock, and so on and so forth. But there will be times where you have 2 of them. For example, I know you should have 2 pillows. And then I'm going to finish this up real quick. And I happen to know I need 2 of those, and I have 2 of those, and there you go. So a couple times I have 2 footrests, I have 2 sofa pillows, and I have 2 pillows on my bed. So go ahead and type in all the quantities for the items that you have right here. Okay, so we've typed in our quantities, we have our cost, and for our total, we need it to show up right here. So we want to know the total for the money that we spent on the bed. Now you're probably thinking, Mr. Larson, if you only bought one bed and it cost $125.66, you would just type in 125.66 right here. And that is correct. You could do it that way, but we're going to type in formulas because when we get down here, we want the computer to automatically do math for us. You see, Microsoft Excel is an awesome calculator. It is fantastic. So we're going to type in some formulas here. Now, this is how you type in a formula. Pay attention. I'm going to take it nice and slow, but pay attention. The first thing you're going to type when you want the computer to do math for you is the equal. The equal is up there next to your backspace or delete key. It also has a plus on that key. So type in equal. And then click on cell D4. Notice I didn't say 125.66 because it's going to put D4 right here. So click on cell D4. Notice it put a D4 over here. Notice the D4 is blue and it kind of did this blue thing over here. So the computer is kind of keeping track of what you're trying to do, what kind of math you're doing right here. You're going to type in times. Times is not the X. It is not. It is actually the asterisk, or it kind of looks like a star. There's 2 of them. You can hit shift and then the 8, or you can go way over on your 10 keypad on your far right hand side of your keyboard and click on that star. It also sort of looks like a snowflake, but it's officially called an asterisk. And then finally we want to multiply it times whatever's in cell E4. So I'm going to click in E4. Notice it's red and over here it's red, and that's the computer's way of keeping track for you. When I hit enter, it will say 125.66. Let's watch that again. Equal. Click on D5. Select the asterisk or star. Then click on E5. And then let's do it again. Equals. Click on D6. Click on the star. Then click on E6 and then hit enter. And then real quick, I'm going to do it to this one down here. I'm going to skip these for now and do this one. Equal. Click on D11. Click on the star. And then click on the 2. Now this time, we're multiplying it times 2. So it shouldn't say 19.99. It should double it, right? So when I hit enter, you can see that it did the correct math for us, which is 39.98. Go ahead and type in the formulas going all the way down and stay in order, unlike me, and then that'll get them all done. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, thank you for typing in all those formulas. Now I need you to trust me on this next part. I'm going to have you delete a bunch of the work that you just did. Yes, you're required to do it. Don't click on the first one, but click in the middle of the second one that you did, and then drag all the way down. And then hit the delete key right above your arrow keys. So not the one that's in part of the main keyboard, but there's a different delete key over there. I want you to delete all the work that you just did, just like I just did, and delete it all. Yes, you must do it. Now we had 20 formulas to type in. But what if we, instead of having 20 items in our bedroom, we had 200 or 2,000? Would you want to type that in 200 or 2,000 times? That would just take forever, and it would get really old and really tedious after a while. In fact, you might even make a mistake. Check this out, and I'm going to do it real quick, so don't blink. I'm done. That's right, I just did all those formulas in less than 1 second. I can even prove to you that the formulas were done. Remember that 3998? I can click on it one time and I can look in the formula bar right here, or I can double click on it and it'll show you those numbers that you typed in previously. So here's what happened, guys. Like I said before, Excel is always trying to figure out what you're trying to do. So if you go here and you pull down, Microsoft Excel is predicting that you want to multiply the rest of those just like you did the first one. And when you let go, voila, it'll do all those formulas for you. Now I will show you this. Sometimes a kid will do this. They do the math in their head, 125.66 times 1, and they don't let the computer do the math, but they just type it in here like this instead of typing in the formula. Watch what happens when I pull down. It puts 125.66 all the way down. That's because they never put in a formula. Of course, we're not going to do that. You had a formula here, equals this times this. You grab that bottom right hand corner, you pull down, the computer's predicting what you want to do, and voila, it'll do the rest of them for you. Okay, here's what I need for you to do now. I need you to type in the word grand total right here. And I want it in all caps, so I'm going to hit the caps lock key, and I'm going to type in grand total. Notice it did not fit. So what I'm going to do is go up here between the E and F and make that a little bit bigger. In fact, I'm going to go extra large because grand total, in my opinion, it's such an important number. Let's take a moment to make it like a size 16, which means I need to go a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to put in a formula here to make all of these numbers add up. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to make this a little bit bigger. And this was a size 16, so I'm going to go ahead and make this a size 16 as well. And check this out. When I was in high school, this is what we had to do. We typed in equal, because that's how you tell the computer that you want to do math. And then we had to type in F4. Watch what happens when I type in F4. F4. And F4 showed up here, of course, but it also put a blue box around the F4 up here. And then we would type in plus, and then we had to type in F5 plus F6 plus F7 plus F8 plus F9, and you get the idea. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'll go ahead and hit enter so you can see how much those numbers add to. Keep in mind, it's not adding up all of my numbers, but only the colored ones up here. So far, I'm up to 238.17. When I got to college, Microsoft Excel got a little bit better. You could type in equal, and then the word sum. Do you know what the word sum means? The word sum means the answer to an addition problem. And there's a reason that we use the word sum, so especially when we're doing coding or Excel type work. It's our way of letting the computer know that what we want to do. And then in parentheses, we would type F4 colon, so that was shift semicolon to get the colon, all the way through F24. And I could tell it's F24 because On the 24th line is my last number, so I type in F24. By the way, notice it put a blue box around everything from F4 all the way down through F24. I'm going to close it with a colon. And if I hit enter right now, it would give you the answer. But I still don't want you to see the answer because I'm going to show you something that's just fantastic for you guys. Microsoft, when they created the latest version of Excel, thought, you know, people are adding stuff so much, we're going to give them a dedicated button called AutoSum. So, if you click where you want the answer to be, and then go click on Automatic Sum, automatically sum everything up, you get it? You see how they call it the AutoSum button? It will automatically put all that in there for you. Crazy how easy things have gotten. When I hit enter, you can see I've spent $2,512.99 on my bedroom. Please go ahead and use the AutoSum feature to get your grand total. One more time, click where you want the answer to be, click on AutoSum, and again, isn't it great? It just figures out what you're trying to add. It put a box around everything for you. You hit enter, and you'll have your answer.